Hola, my little crafty monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making a cute Easter theme embellishment box. We're going to go ahead and decorate this little bad boy with this little flower iridescent. You can't even see it. It's kind of like an iridescent white little flower. I don't know what you want to call it. You want to call it trim? Let's call it trim. All right. Good idea, boo-boo. So we decorated it with a little trim, and then we went ahead and made like a little nest. We created this nest ourselves. We're like little birds. So we created this out of like a paper punch. These are paper punches that I already had in my stash, but it is a EK Success paper punch. It's just like a branch. It's all I'll show you guys in a bit. But anyway, we got that little paper punch to make this little nest. And then we went ahead and we got some little eggs that we purchased at the 99-cent store. And I went ahead and I cut them in half so they wouldn't be so bulky. And we glued those on. I'm not going to tell you what I did right here. What is wrong with you, boo-boo? Come on, we're going to start crafting. So you'll see how we did this. Oh, but wait. Don't go anywhere. So I forgot to show you the inside because, you guys won't see the inside, right? Hold on. Don't run. All right. So the inside, we I don't want to drop it. Don't make me drop it, guys. But this is what we put in the inside. Some little bottle caps, some clothespins, and little gems and stuff like that. Some little huevitos and the little rabbits in the middle and all kinds of good stuff, boo-boo. There is a lot of stuff that could fit in these little tiny boxes. And just so you guys know, there's different sizes. I'm going to show you guys how many sizes there is. Now, I know you guys want to get down and dirty, so let's get down and dirty. And we'll see you guys in a bit. Hola, my little crafty monsters. So these are the embellishment boxes we will be using. Well, these are the different sizes that they have. The ones to the left are from the 99-cent store. And the ones to the right with the black label are from Z Dollar Tree. And we will be using the one from Z Dollar Tree. They are kind of similar in size, honestly. They're just a slightly bit bigger, the Dollar Tree ones. But like I said, they're slightly the exact same size. What, Matthias? Come on in, my little love. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and measure the very front part of this box because we're going to go ahead and cover that little area with some DSP paper. And you will need your paper trimmer to go ahead and trim that down. I believe it was oh my God, I'm going to put the measurements right now, sorry. I don't remember what was the measurement. It says, it's going to say right here, guys. So the measurement for that DSP paper that we cut down is 6 by 3 3/4. So 6 by 3 3/4 is basically what you want to go ahead and cut that little DSP paper down. And then we added some double-sided tape, and we're going to go ahead and stick that little bad boy onto the front of the box. And then right here, we're just going to go ahead and use this cute little, it's not lace, it's a flower border. What is it called, guys? What did you guys say it was? Trim? Okay, we're going to go with that, guys. So we're going to use this little iridescent flower trim to go around the whole entire border of this little box. And I'm not putting glue, like a whole strip of glue. I'm just going to go ahead and put glue on every fourth little flower, except for the corners. The corners, I do glue down the 2 flowers so that they can go ahead and start forming a kind of like a little corner. That little part right there in the very front where the latch to close the boxes, it's a little curved in, so it's not a straight line. So you will notice that any trim that you use, basically, it's not going to be completely straight on the very front of the box. And that's because that little indentation where the latch to close the box is at. But it doesn't really look bad at all. And then I like to do the seam in the back so that you don't really see it. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start decorating the very front. I want to decorate this before I add anything in there, just in case I have to turn this to the side or turn it upside down. I'm not mixing all of the little embellishments and all the goodies that I'm going to put in there. So we're going to go ahead and form kind of like a little nest. We are going to just try to be a little mama bird and try to see how to build a nest, which honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm not really too good at it, but I do like how it looks at the end. Now I'm just going to go ahead and place a lot of glue on the bottom, and then I'm going to go ahead and let the little green branches kind of get stuck on there with little bits of glue that I put down there. But then afterwards, what I do is I kind of start folding some up so that it kind of starts to form kind of like a little nest. Right here, it's not done. So all I want to do is I want to see what it's going to look like with the little huevitos. Excuse me, guys. My allergies have been stupid lately. I actually shouldn't say that. Not stupid. They've just been crazy. So anyway, right here is where I'm going to go ahead and add the branches kind of like sticking upward a little bit. I just wanted them to be a little bit three-dimensional so that they look kind of like a so they look like a nest and not so much like a flat pile of branches. The pile of branches is not what I was going for. So right here I try to get my box cutter, but it kind of messed up the little egg, so I figured take out the blade and use the blade. So if you have like a knife or anything that's a little bit longer, you'll be able to go ahead and cut these little huevitos in half without any trouble. And so that's basically what we're doing here. They are made out of styrofoam, so they're easy to cut. And I'm just cutting them so that they're not so bulky. So I think I'm just gonna basically add 4 of them into this little nest, because I think that 4 is the perfect number for these little bad boys. So right here now, I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue them. I'm going to glue the bottom part, and then I'll just attach the little huevito on top, because the heat of the glue, once you placed it onto the little huevitos, it actually was melting it. So that's why we put the glue down first. And then right here, I'm going to go ahead and just put one on the very edge, and then I'm going to add one of these little rabbit erasers that we purchased at the Dollar Tree. I think those little rabbits are super duper adorable. And also to take off the bulkiness so that it's flat in the back, we're going to go ahead and cut down his little back. We're going to do it flat. So just go ahead and get your box cutter. Be very careful on this and just flatten the whole entire rabbit. So he is three-dimensional, but he's flat in the back. And it'll just make it easier for you guys to go ahead and glue this little bad boy if you're going to use these erasers. But if you don't use these erasers, there are so many different little rabbits that Michael's and Hobby Lobby sells. The Hobby Lobbies. And so right here, I'm just getting these little sentiments that I printed out on my Microsoft Word. And I'm going to go ahead and just add this. I'm going to back it up on this little metallic kind of silver paper that has different colors in it. It's kind of like a hologram. And then I'm going to just make that into a little frame. And then I'm just going to glue this in the very front. We're not really going to go get too crazy, because I think with the rabbit and the little huevitos, I think that that's basically enough for the very front of this box. You don't have to get too crazy, but you know, make it cute. And I think this is really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. And then all we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and work on putting this on the side, so that it's, you know, there's a little side view of the little flowers as well. It is also just to match the little trim that we put on the very top of the box. So just go ahead, like do the same thing that we did to the very top. We're going to go ahead and put glue on every 4th little flower. And this is just so that it doesn't move around, it doesn't shift. But you also don't have to put glue on every single little flower just to get it stuck onto this little box. These little boxes are so small and so thin that they're so easy to decorate. I mean, you don't really have to get too elaborate with them. You can do like easy little simple decorations, and even the simple decorations will still make it look like if you took hours and hours decorating it.
It's just really trying to use whatever it is that you have on your stash, guys. Because I know that everybody has some sort of stash with a bunch of stuff in there. So then right here, now that we're done with the actual box, let's go ahead and work on filling this little bad boy in. So we're going to use these little clothespins with these little stickers and a little tassel, and then these little bottle caps, some little paper flowers. We're going to go ahead and add some little flower sequins. These are like little gems. And then some little huevitos and 2 little rabbits, because you can't have an Easter embellishment box without some Easter stuff. These are some little beads with some words on them. And then I use these little buttons as the center of flowers because of the way they sparkle and stuff. We're going to add some of those. We're also going to add some little teardrop gems that I had just purchased at Michael's. They're freaking adorable. Like, I know you can't see them right here on camera, but they in person are so pretty. And then right here, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this trim around my fingers about 10 times, because I think 10 times would be like the perfect amount. And then just stuff this little bad boy in there. And this is basically everything that we fit into this little box. I told you a lot fits in here. And that's literally basically it, my little crafty monsters. This is how the finished product looks. I mean, I'm telling you, it is super easy to make it, and it holds a lot of stuff. So there you have it.
Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make this little bad boy right here. Pero mira que tan cute. Está bien cute, mijo. I know. Look at that is adorbs. So anyway, that's how easy it was to make this. I hope that inspired you guys to make a cute little Easter embellishment box to swap with one of your little swapping friends. And like I was saying, I was going to show you the paper punch. This is the paper punch that we use to make the little nest. Just paper punch a bunch of little green little branches like we did, and then just form it into a little nest and put your little huevitos in there. Oh, pero mira que tan cute tus huevitos. And that's how they look. And like I said, these little thin bad boys do hold a lot of stuff in here. Like, seriously, there's a lot of stuff in here. Like, you want to see it again? I'll show you my goods. I'll show you the goods. So this is all the stuff that we put in there. Again, see, it does hold a lot of stuff. So I would assume that this is the medium size that they do. This will be considered the medium size. This will be like the large one. This is a bigger one. This was gifted to me by a friend of mine, Nancy. Girl, before you say anything, I know it's empty, but I'm sorry, girl. You know, it wasn't just me. So this is the large one, I'm assuming, and then this would be considered the medium. And then there's a smaller one than this little bad boy. There's one that is, I think, for like to hang pictures. It's like half of this size. So, you know, in the swapping world, they're doing like all kinds of different sizes. But this size right here is the size we're showing you. Easy. It does hold a lot of stuff. And it'll fit into a regular padded envelope. That is a good thing. Even with these little decorations, it'll still fit in a padded envelope, which was awesome. So anyway, like I said, I hope that inspired you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button as well as that bell icon. You can ring my bell, boo-boos. And don't forget to share and tell a friend, because your friends also need to know how important and fabulous these tutorials are. You know, they probably want an embellishment box. So these are little ideas. Anyway, that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Goodbye.